Season 52 in Modern Strike Online, we have the preliminary list of changes for this brand new update. Update 1.79, which is Season 52. Here we go. Let's get right into it without wasting any time, because I'm sure many of you guys are excited, and it's going to be called the Frozen Swarm. We are going to have a new battle pass with devastating powers of symbiosis with new gear, the powerful Cyro Cortex assault rifle, and the new character Emily Poehler, the symbiotic boots. So those of you guys that did take a guess, I saw in the comments, many of you guys were guessing there's brand new armor coming around. You were right. There is brand new armor coming around the corner, and the higher rarity of Northern Axe, and many other rewards. Here you can see a small glimpse, and if you haven't seen the video that I posted a couple days ago with a somewhat sneak peek of the new season, check the link in the description below. Check it out. Make sure you just take a look at that video, because that video is amazing and allows you to see just kind of in action and the new avatar, the new character, which looks pretty cool. We're gonna have, of course, a brand new lottery, the corrupted cash, and you can see right there right away that you're gonna be able to obtain the brighter pistol. This is a pretty blighter pistol, and this is a pretty good one. As well as you'll be able to obtain the helmet and the chest plate for the new symbiotic armor, which you saw the boots are going to be in the battle pass, but the helmet and the chest plate is going to be here. So that's pretty exciting, and you're going to be excited for the changes of the new armor. You'll see. Of course, there's a brand new season currency, of course, that you're going to be able to use for the lottery. So there are many different ways that you're going to use it. So this currency is used to participate in the season lottery. That's, you know, that's pretty well known from all the players at this point. And then we have the brand new character, and here's a little bit of background about her. So Emily Poehler joins the roster for the operatives amid the endless Arctic ice. During an experiment, scientist Emily Poehler, oh, she's a scientist, found herself in danger. A creature shattered its containment capsule, escaping from her backpack, and took over her body. That's crazy. Now beneath the polar suit, two lives beat in sync, half human, half alien, symbiotic heart, proof of the irreversible fusion between the scientist and the foreign organism. So there you can see right there. So her ability is pretty cool. Her ergonomic armor increases max health, and creature's thirst for blood returns a percentage of dealt damage as health. So that's pretty cool. So it increases your health, your health ultimately, and then also as damage is being dealt towards and this is the part where it could be a little bit confusing. I need to look more into it, but at this point, you know, it's either the damage being dealt towards the enemy, which I don't think in this case, which would mean, you know, the bullets hitting people and stuff. I think it's the damage you receive. It's going to return some of your health. So that's pretty cool. Kind of, it's not specific enough. I would like to know a little bit more, but we'll see. We'll see what happens there. The Supreme Battle Pass. You guys have seen that. That's something very common now in Modern Strike Online. So prove your mastery and unlock exclusive rewards. In Permafrost, you'll find the new symbiotic gloves. So that's where you get the gloves. In the premium version of the Battle Pass, you're going to get the boots. But inside the exclusive one, you're going to get the gloves. So the Supreme one. So that's pretty cool. Oh, I apologize. Don't quote me on that, because you know what? I think the boots are actually in the Ultimate, not in the Supreme. So scratch what I said. We have the return of the New Year Oasis map. If you haven't seen my video as well, check out in the link in the description below. I gave you a full walkthrough of this map, so you can kind of be ready and start to game plan of how am I going to attack this map. It's a pretty small map, so you're going to find the enemy very closely, but there are a few camping places where people are just going to sit there and you'll be able to just barely see above their torso. So make sure you check out that video so you can be ready for that map. We have the new armor set, which looks pretty cool. Remember that that organism that attacked this new avatar, you know, now it's like covering the armor there, which is pretty cool. We have gameplay, rewards, and updates. So this is a change. Listen up and take this with a grain of salt. Bot loadouts, updated and improved bot gear for more realistic and challenging encounters. This one is kind of funny because don't hate me for this one, guys, but I often, like, I see way back when, if you've been around this game for so long, the bots used to be very weak. Honestly, like, there were times where I could kill 165, I think was my record, and die 0 times, right? You could just kill so many people. And it was like that because the bots are so weak. And so people started complaining and saying like, oh, it's so boring, you know, the bots. Okay, then the bots were made stronger. And then guess what happened? And then people started complaining that the bots were too strong. So it's like, wait a minute. So you're trying to get as realistic as possible to real players, right? Because ultimately what you want is to play against real players. So technically, this should be a good thing, right? Bots aren't going to be so weak anymore. So it's not going to be as boring. So this is a good thing, right? I want to say it is, except for those farmers, of course. Probably not for them. Those people that like to farm and just like to kill bots for, you know, and I get it. There's a reason for it, right? I get it. I've done it before too, where, you know, I sit there and I kill a bunch of bots and it can be fun. But ultimately, if you're trying to just have fun in the game and make it challenging, then this would be a good thing for you. Here's the thing. Weapon rarity upgrade significantly increases the rarity and improves the stats of the following weapons. So many this season. So many. And I'm going to show you in front of my screen right here, just a small glimpse. I can't show you the stats because those are not ready yet. But the Thompson SMG. This is an old school submachine gun. This was from a way season way back when. Glacier Rift. This one kind of makes sense with the new season that's coming up right now. The Outlaw Assault Rifle. This one's pretty cool because it has a unique effect, or a unique extra ability, if you will, where it kind of shoots a grenade, or a Molotov cocktail actually, which is fire. So that's pretty cool. The Negev N67 light machine gun. I personally am not a fan of machine guns, but they can be good. Why not? We have the Medusa shotgun. This one, yes, this one was so fun to use way back when. We have the Frost Forge. Also very fun to use way back when. So all of these like winter weapons are coming back. We have the SROM Nemesis. This one was fun too. So you shoot the enemy and the bullets ricochet. We also have the Jotun, the Artemis bow. This is a special weapon, so it's okay. It's kind of like the Imbuko, you know, kind of like that. And then you have the Northern Axe, which is an axe. You just get close to the enemy and you swipe them and chop their heads off. Guys, I have videos of all these weapons in my channel. All you have to do is just type it in and you're going to find videos of all these weapons. Sure, it's not going to be the latest update, at least not for now, right? But at least you can kind of see the weapon in action and kind of see the gameplay. But don't worry, I'm going to make a video of all these weapons in this new season. And then, of course, we have the brand new weapon, the Symbiosis Hand Drill. A high-tech melee weapon infused with a living organism allows a dash to a selected point. So this is pretty cool. It's kind of like the Rising Sun, the katana, where, you know, it kind of dashes forward when you press the button. That's what this drill does. You press it and it, boom, it just shoots forward and hits the enemy. So that's pretty cool. You have the Cyrocortex Assault Rifle, a prototype created using an alien technology. This weapon is extremely durable and its ionized radiation enhanced by an icy core is harmless to the user but deadly to the targets. And new assault rifle. I like that. Now we have a lot of writing for this one. The Venomous Phantom Sniper Rifle, a capsule containing a symbiotic substance discovered on a spacecraft on an unknown origin. Scientists believe it may belong to an unknown species. How the weapon works remains a mystery to the scientists, but surprisingly, slightly modified tritanium-based nuclear batteries work well for the capsule. This rifle somehow concentrates energy and fires a fragment of it and explodes on impact, triggering a delay symbiotic reaction to the target. After a short time, this reaction bursts outward, transferring the effect to a nearby enemy with an elimination. That's pretty cool. And that seems to be kind of the thing nowadays, right? With these new weapons where you kind of shoot the enemy and the bullets kind of ricochet or they explode or cause damage to anybody near. And then we have a brand new, this is pretty cool. It was about time. So we have a Biothorn, an aggressive ground found at the site of the shipwreck. When split, it releases multiple sharp spikes and spores the attack on optic nerves when entering the human bloodstream. This allows them to use the host eye as a scope. That's crazy. So a new grenade. It was about time. When was the last time we had a new grenade? It's been so long. Now, I know many people are going, wow, what about the nitrogen bombs? That's true. But at least we have a new one. Yeah, right? All right, guys. Well, stay tuned for the updates and win more rewards. Follow social media channels. You know all that good stuff. Make sure you like before you leave. Make sure you subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you can stay up to date with all of our videos, because yes, we will be making videos on everything you saw here and you don't want to miss it. We'll see you on the next one.